So there's been a good amount of talk lately about Kyle Busch possibly not returning to Joe Gibbs Racing in 2023. He currently doesn't really have a sponsor lined up for next season, as Mars, aka M&M, Skittles, and all that, they're all leaving Joe Gibbs Racing and Kyle Busch at the end of the season. And he does have some sponsors like Interstate Batteries, but I don't really think they will be able to cover the 20 to 30 races free that Kyle Busch is gonna need. So there have been a lot of talks about him leaving Joe Gibbs possibly, and I just wanted to go over where I think he would go and what I think is going to happen. What's going on, guys? My name is Connor. Welcome back to Real Talk Racing, and today we're going to be talking about Kyle Busch and his current contract situation for 2023. Now, before this video starts, I do want to point out that a large number of people who watch my channel are not subscribed, so if you do enjoy the content that you see or the content that I produce on this channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel a ton, and without further ado, let's get right into it. I don't think Kyle Busch is going to leave Joe Gibbs. I think he's going to stay at least on a one-more-year deal, a one-year contract. I can't talk right now. He's going to stay on a one-year deal, and I'm sure they'll find some sponsorship. Like, he's Kyle freaking Busch. He can find some sponsorship. I'd say he's maybe like a year past his prime, a year or two, but he's still a really good driver. He does have a win this season. Experienced veterans, one of the greatest to ever do it. I would put him in the all-time top 10 list of drivers across NASCAR. And I just think any team would be happy to have him, and that would be a really big hit for Joe Gibbs if he were to leave. So if Kyle Busch was to leave Joe Gibbs Racing, the 18 car would become vacant, and I don't really see a driver that Joe Gibbs has lined up to put in that car, except for maybe I'd say Ty Gibbs is the best candidate, but even Ty Gibbs, he's young. He only has one full season in Xfinity under his belt, or actually he hasn't even finished his first full season in Xfinity, and he's not really shown a lot of driver maturity on the racetrack. So Ty Gibbs definitely is probably going to be the option for the replacement, but I don't see him moving up next year. But who knows, they might want to rush him to Cup Series like Joey Logano or something like that. But if Kyle Busch was to leave in this scenario, where would he go? A lot of drivers in the garage have contracts that end at 2022. So let's go over a couple real quick. Ryan Blaney, his contract is up at the end of the year. I think they'll get re-signed. There's no way they're going to let Ryan Blaney go. He's not the best driver out there. He's not going to, put up 4 or 5 win seasons and a championship, but Ryan Blaney's a decent driver. He'll get you maybe 2 wins a year. He could take you deep in the playoffs. I don't know if he's a championship caliber driver yet, though. Chris Buescher's contract's up. I believe he's going to re-sign. Kurt Busch, I believe he's also going to re-sign. Ross Chastain, there's no way that he doesn't re-sign. He's on a 1-year deal. Ty Dillon, I can see maybe leaving, but at the same time, Ty Dillon, I don't think Kyle Busch would want to go to that 42 car. So if we're just looking at the competitive rides here, some of the bigger teams right here who do have openings after this season, as of right now, is Daniel Suarez in the 99. I don't know if Kyle Busch would want to go to Trackhouse, and I don't think that they're letting Suarez go. I believe Justin Marks said that they are 100% confident they are re-signing Suarez, so it doesn't sound like Suarez is leaving anytime soon. So really, there's a couple Trackhouse rides open. There's that one Penske ride with Blaney, but this is where it gets interesting. Stewart-Haas Racing. Derek Almirola is leaving at the end of this year. So he's gone. They're going to need someone to fill in that 10 car. A lot of people are pointing at Ryan Preece, but something in my gut tells me that he's going to get screwed out of another ride, which I hope he doesn't. Ryan Preece is a really good driver and definitely deserves to be in a top ride in either Xfinity or Cup. He's just way too good of a talent to not be in the Cup Series. And Kevin Harvick currently does not have a contract after 2023. He is getting up there in age. He hasn't won a race in 2 years. He has really regressed a lot. And Kevin Harvick might be on his way to retirement. That ride could be open, but not this year. That ride will be open next year. Chase Briscoe does have another year or 2 on his deal, and he is an up-and-coming star. He's shown a lot of flashes this year, and I believe he's going to be a decent driver going forward. I don't see them getting rid of him, but then you have the 41 of Cole Custer, which I'm just going to be honest. Cole Custer, he's been terrible. He has been awful. I think he's 26th in points right now, and it's really just not looking good for Cole Custer. His contract's up at the end of the season. He's really just been running very bad. He's in one of the top cars. He should be inside at least the top 20 in points, yet he's 26th. You never see his name inside the top 20 except for a little bit at Sonoma.
And Cole Custer has just been flat out awful these last 3 years. He does have that win at Kentucky. He doesn't really have anything to back that up. Like, he's really been bad this year. So looking at Storehouse Racing, I think that it's a real possibility if Kyle Busch were to leave Joe Gibbs that he goes to that 10 car right there. I know they have Ryan Preece as a reserve driver, but what they might want to do if Kyle Busch is on the market is they might want to just put Kyle Busch in that 10 car, and then after either Harvick or they get rid of Custer or something happens, next time they have a seat open, which will probably be in the coming years, Ryan Preece will go in that car. So that's just what I think. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Where would Kyle Busch go if he did leave Joe Gibbs Racing? Do you think he's going to leave Joe Gibbs Racing? Let me in the comments below, guys. This is